They're in the gate. And they're off. Zamuda, Busy Echo, and Fordon, those three fastest out of there. Fordon and Busy Echo hook up early. They speed off together, breaking away 3 lengths on Sparkle of Hope, who's out in third. Megan's Clara advancing inside fourth, and then it's Run Fearless away fifth. Zamuda's in sixth, and Burbina is the last of them all down the backstretch run. Fordon comes on through to take a clear-cut lead past the half. Busy Echo's trying to keep up in second, stalking outside. 2 lengths back. Megan's Clara coasting along while third. Sparkle of Hope is fourth and only 3 lengths behind as they're on the far turn now. The opening quarter in 22 and 1/5 seconds. A gap of 5 back to Burbina, who's up into fifth, but is still 8 lengths behind as they come for the top of the stretch. Fordon the leader. Busy Echo saunters up alongside. Sparkle of Hope pops out 3 wide. Megan's Clara goes to the rail. Burbina's in fifth. Racing for the 8th pole. Busy Echo set down for the drive. Here comes Sparkle of Hope surging alongside. Megan's Clara's coming up the rail. Burbina's in fourth. Final 16th now. Busy Echo tenaciously holding on to the lead. Sparkle of Hope's been trying to get by. Burbina's now third. Here's the wire, and it's going to be Busy Echo. Busy Echo the winner. Sparkle of Hope was second. Burbina was third. And Megan's Clara finished fourth. They're in the gate. And they're off. Awkward beginning for Garden Lee. Good beginning for Oaxaca, who's racing for the lead. I Cross My Heart is there. Maxine's Candy. And from the far outside, No Grants races up into fourth. Pontiffany tucks in behind fifth early, and Garden Lee settles in at the back about 5 lengths off the lead. 5 furlongs to go. Oaxaca, the leader. The leader by half a length. I Cross My Heart is prompting, and No Grants advances up to make it 3 across the track with 4 furlongs to go. Pontiffany fourth and toward the rail. Garden Lee is tugging at the rider up into fifth and 3 lengths behind. Maxine's Candy trails to field. Round the far turn, the opening quarter in a moderate 23 seconds flat. It's Oaxaca the leader. Opening up by a length now. I Cross My Heart nudged along in second. Pontiffany tucked away third. No Gratz is under pressure fourth. Garden Lee's finding stride now. Comes on through between horses. At the top of the stretch, Oaxaca's in front. I Cross My Heart is not going away though. And here comes I Cross My Heart after Oaxaca. Garden Lee now third. 1 furlong to go. I Cross My Heart grabs the upper hand. Oaxaca's back into second. Garden Lee finishing with interest outside. Time is running out though, and it will be I Cross My Heart, the 2-length winner. Garden Lee was second, Oaxaca third, and Pontiffany fourth. Hello, Scott. And they're off. Kid You Not with a good beginning at mid-pack, firing out for that lead. Fightville sent on for speed toward the rail. Mohit's in behind them as they race up the chute and head for the main track, and the scramble is on early. And it's going to be Kid You Not with a narrow lead in the early stages. So up the chute they go. Kid You Not in front. Fightville toward the inside, racing in second. Barstow comes up on the outside to be third. Tightwad is right there racing fourth, in tight in between horses. Break it 2 lengths back to Mohit, who comes away fifth. Clemenson is racing sixth. Chase Tracker toward the inside is seventh. El Franco is eighth, and it's 5 lengths back to the trailer. Stud Puppy. The opening quarter goes in 23 and 1. Fightville on through to a narrow lead with 4 furlongs remaining, and Kid You Not tries to keep pace with that one. They're 1-2 to the far turn with Tightwad tucked away third toward the rail. Barstow's revving up now. Barstow comes on 3 wide up into third with 3 furlongs remaining. Farther back, it's Clemenson racing in fifth. Chase Tracker 6, El Franco and Mohit. Stud Puppy is far behind. Round the far turn, Fightville the leader as they come to the top of the stretch. Fightville off the turn in front. Barstow comes on 3 wide up into second now. They're at the top of the lane, and Fightville opens up by 2. Barstow pushed on for more speed second. Clemenson on the outside closing in late. There's 1 furlong to go. Fightville roused to a 3-length lead. It's Fightville in front to the final 16th, a bit green, but clear by 4. Clemenson runs up into second, but it will be Fightville. 3 lengths in the end. Clemenson was second, Barstow was third, El Franco was fourth. They're in the gate. And they're off. Gate runner, ungainly beginning there, is off near the back of the pack. Conspiracy Fact comes out running. G Flat's away second, but Conspiracy Fact, just like that, builds a 2-length lead for the run of the opening turn. So it is Conspiracy Fact out there setting the pace. G Flat runs in second. Chileno comes away third toward the rail. Jeepers in the clear, running on from fourth. Super Cool in behind that first flight, in a bit tight there. Fifth by 2. Magnificus is running along sixth. Touch Code is racing seventh, and Gate Runner, after that slow starts to trailer, and has been moved to the outside. But it's a pretty tight pack through a tepid opening quarter in 24-1. Pace is slow to develop, and it is Conspiracy Fact. After that good beginning, cruising along with 5 furlongs to go. No pressure yet. G Flat content to track from second. Jeepers not far behind, third and outside. Chileno tucked away neatly toward the rail. Super Cool's in the thick of it, racing in fifth. Gate Runner's on the move from sixth. Magnificus was in tight there, steadied briefly seventh, and Touch Codes to trailer. They're round the far turn. The opening half in 49 seconds flat, 3 furlongs from the wire. Conspiracy Fact is still fending off G Flat. Jeeper has been wide, so too Gate Runner. Chileno has worked out a good trip and is set to strike in behind. They're at the quarter pole, and here's G Flat coming on to grab the lead. Jeeper's there. Conspiracy Fact fights on. Chileno's coming up the rail. Gate Runner coming down the outside. 1 furlong to go. It's wide open. Jeeper's short lead. Here comes Chileno. Conspiracy Fact fights on. Gate Runner and G Flat. Chileno up the rail. Jeeper outside, down to these two, and it will be Chileno. Chileno works out a perfect trip to score. Jeeper was second, Gate Runner, and Conspiracy Fact. They're in the gate. And they're off. And it's a good beginning for Moondog at mid-pack, and down toward the rail, Jelly Nougat comes up, and Nepotism is there as well as they head up the chute and race for the main track, and Jelly Nougat is on through to take a clear-cut lead as they head up the chute and make their way toward the main track. It's Jelly Nougat in front. Nepotism stalking the pace from second. Moondog broke near the top but is back into third. Group Hug in the clear, racing up into fourth. Mount Athos cruising along inside fifth and only 3 lengths off the early lead. And then it's Fed Money following that one, a break of 3. Back to Leading West, who's 8 lengths off the lead with 5 furlongs to go. The trailer is Southern Passage. The leader is Jelly Nougat. The opening quarter goes in 22-4. They hit the half-mile pole and the opening half in 45 seconds flat. The pace is sharp. Jelly Nougat the leader. Nepotism cranking up the pressure now. Nepotism coming after that lead. They round the far turn in tandem. 2 lengths back. Group Hug trying to go now from third. Moondog is losing ground in fourth. Mount Athos under a drive while fifth. The rest with work to do. Quarter mile to go, and Jelly Nougat turned back that challenge of Nepotism and heads for home on a 4-length lead. Jelly Nougat shaken up to the final furlong. Nepotism is fighting on from second. The rest are far behind. They're inside the final furlong now, and Jelly Nougat is opening back up. It will be Jelly Nougat, a gate-to-wire decisive winner. Final margin about 3, maybe 3.5 in the end. Nepotism was second. Southern Passage third. Tight fourth. Group Hug or Mount Athos. They're in the gate. And they're off. Bad Beat Brian on your mark. Thanks, Mr. Edson. Major Wager from the outside. Down the backstretch. Bad Beat Brian going head-to-head with Thanks, Mr. Edson. Major Wager makes it 3 across the track early. 2.5 lengths back to Devil's Tower and Cowan joined at the rail by Strike Me down there 4th, 5th, and 6th. On Your Mark is back into 7th. Anaconda's all the way back in 8th. Ready to pounce. And Gallant Guy. Fire turn run. Thanks, Mr. Edson. Short lead. Bad Beat Brian keeping up though. And Major Wager spun out 3 wide. They race for the quarter pole still across the track. Now it's 4 back to Strike Me down. Devil's Tower and Cowan as they come off the turn. Thanks, Mr. Edson heads for home. In front by a length. Bad Beat Brian is asked to go now and is set down second. And then it's Major Wager. On Your Mark is coming with a late rally down toward the rail. Time running out though. Thanks, Mr. Edson still in front. Bad Beat Brian battles on. Thanks, Mr. Edson. Bad Beat Brian on Your Mark that way on the wire. Thanks, Mr. Edson, first. Bad Beat Brian, second. Major Wager, rather on your mark, was third, and then it was tight for fourth. And they're off. Awkward out of there for Meister, who's off near the back of the pack. The rest break in line as they head up the chute and head for the main track, and it will be Right Tone looking for the lead. Schmoozen is there, and Anchor down toward the inside. So they sort themselves out, and it's Right Tone out there setting the pace. Anchor comes through toward the rail to grab second. In a bit tight there, it has to pull back out. Schmoozen moves up on that one's outside now second. AC Expressway comes on from the outside to be fourth. Uber Cookers racing in fifth. Cryos now sixth. Bourbon Thunder seventh and toward the rail. Greener Pastures is wide to the far turn in eighth, followed by Meister, who's ninth and 8 lengths off the lead. Critical Threat the trailer. The round the far turn after a quarter clicked off in 22 and 1. 3 furlongs from the wire. Right Tone, Schmoozen head to head. AC Expressway saunters up 3 wide. Anchor's right there in behind as they come for the top of the stretch. Greener Pastures switched outside 4 or 5 wide there. Off the turn into the stretch. Schmoozen comes away with a narrow lead. Right Tone fights on. Anchor dives to the rail. AC Expressway fights on. Greener Pastures wrong lead. Uber Kirk in behind. Schmoozen still in front. AC Expressway trying to get by. Anchor down toward the rail. Greener Pastures still anyone's race. Here's AC Expressway finishing best to win it. AC Expressway and a hard-fought win it was. Schmoozen, Anchor, and Greener Pastures. They're in the gate, and they're off. Joyful Cadence hits the ground running, and so too does Tipsy Gal. Those two go 1-2 up the backstretch. Sconson broke well and is right up there racing in third. Lil Tootsie comes away fourth, and Novel Squall at the inside is fifth. Tight pack, 5 furlongs to go. And it's Joyful Cadence the leader by 3/4 of a length. Tipsy Gal's offering only mild pressure from second, and Novel Squall comes through toward the inside and takes over third. Sconson is fourth and only 2.5 lengths off the lead, and Lil Tootsie's at the back. The opening quarter, sharp 21 and 3/5 seconds. They're on the far turn, and it's Joyful Cadence the leader by 1.5 lengths. Now it's 2. Tipsy Gal trying to hold second, but here comes Sconson. Sconson rolls up on the outside of Joyful Cadence. These two are now head-to-head at the quarter pole. Farther back, Lil Tootsie runs up into third. Off the turn into the stretch, Joyful Cadence, confident ride, now shaken up. Sconson draws alongside, and these two are head-and-head with 1 furlong to go. Lil Tootsie's in third. Joyful Cadence is fully extended. Sconson takes over, and Sconson pulls away late. Sconson goes back-to-back in the winning colors and starts her 5-year-old year off strong. Joyful Cadence was second, and Lil Tootsie finished third. They're the gate, and they're off. Madison Loves Duke from mid-pack. Stamkos is there. Sticky Issue from the outside post races up. Calrissian gets a forward spot as well. Into the clubhouse turn, and it will be Sticky Issue intent on making the lead, and they've got it. And they head to the rail for the run to the stretch for the first time. Calrissian comes on now to put some pressure on from second, and Vintage Year is keyed up on the outside in third. Stamkos finds a spot toward the inside, now comes off the rail as Calrissian came wide off that turn. So 3 across the track now. It's Sticky Issue down inside, Stamkos in between, and Calrissian on the far outside. Vintage Year trying to settle down in behind them, racing in fourth. Surrogate gets a good spot toward the inside fifth, covered up in behind horses. Madison Loves Duke is running along in sixth. Trumpets Blair seventh. Sailor's Return eighth. Consulate in ninth. The trailer is always above. The opening quarter goes in 23 and 4. The opening half in 47 and 4. So around the second of the 3 turns, and it's Sticky Issue, unopposed so far, strides out now to lead by 2.5. Calrissian comes on to be second. Stamkos continues to coast along toward the inside, racing third. Vintage Year is fourth. Sailor's Return. Sailor's Return with a backstretch move all the way up to be fourth on the far outside. And up to be second now. Sailor's Return is coming after Sticky Issue. In fact, Sailor's Return's going to come on to put a nose in front. With that, Sticky Issue fights right back and holds on to that lead. 4 furlongs to go now. They hit the far turn, and it's Sticky Issue back in front. A clear lead to the turn. Sailor's Return running in second. Stamkos given more rein toward the rail. Third, Calrissian's under pressure fourth. Madison Loves Loves Duke is winding up with a 3-wide sweep as they round the far turn. And Always Above is finding stride as well. Passing Horses quickly up to be third. And Vintage Year follows that one. They come for the top of the stretch. Sticky Issue has kicked clear by 4 and heads for home in front. Sticky Issue 5 lengths in front now. Always Above trying to sustain that rally. A protracted rally on the outside, trying to run down Sticky Issue. Sticky Issue in deep water. Here's Always Above, who goes right on by. Always Above finishing full of run and is under the wire to win it by 4. Sticky Issue held second. Surrogate rallied for third. Vintage Year was fourth. And Madison Loves Duke was fifth.